When they master the art of keeping themselves inspired. You need energy, you need drive, you need passion to not just move people and create a movement, but to keep yourself moving in the path towards success. It's inevitable that you're going to face obstacles, you're going to face problems, there's going to be negative people, there's going to be things that come into your life that just tear you down and make you feel weak. And if you aren't inspired, then you're going to be one of those people who's just pointing at someone else and blaming them. A whiner instead of a winner. So how do you do that? How do you have your own formula for inspiration? Well, there are several things that successful people do that I've observed that help them stay inspired. One, they look at other people that they want to emulate, and they use that story, those lessons, as inspiration for their own journey. So if you want to be a successful soccer player, you might look at the ups and downs of a successful soccer player and say, how did they do it? And how can I adapt to those ups and downs, use those life lessons to make myself successful? Learn from the hard times, learn from the problems, and then develop your own formula for success based on what you've heard and seen. The second way to do it, besides just learning from those lessons, is have someone, maybe a mentor, maybe a guardian, someone who's got lots of influence, someone who's got lots of experience, who can look out for you. And when you're feeling down, when you're feeling like, man, I'm just kind of a loser, nothing's working right, this isn't going well, what should I do? You can look to those people and they'll help you kind of get your life back on target. They'll help you reposition from where you are to kind of where you want to be. And it's important because it's important to keep your head straight, because if you're constantly letting your emotions push and pull and twist you, you'll always find yourself underperforming. You'll never rise to the level of greatness that you could get to. So that's very important, not just have mentors, but have your own journey. And third is, I think there's something interesting I've noticed among high performers. Whether it's hedge fund billionaires, famous soccer players, Olympic athletes, there's this one thing that I've heard repeated time and time and time and time again. And it's meditation. Now, if you haven't been introduced to this topic before, it might seem a little foo-foo. I don't know if that word translates well, but it seems a little bit, fake or phony or unrealistic. But powerful people, successful people take time to just decompress what's going on in their brain and find ways to overcome their own negative self-talk. See, you have negative doubts and thoughts and feelings about yourself, and so do successful people. The difference between you and them is that successful people know how to kind of unwind those negative thoughts. They know how to talk themselves down when they're feeling angry and bitter and they're ready to lash out. They manage their emotions, and the best way to do that is, I think, as I've observed, with meditation. So how can you find a few ways to do that? Well, nowadays, you have an app for that. There's apps on your phone, like Headspace. Headspace is an awesome app. If you use Headspace, you can literally dial up a program and be meditating in 10 to 15 minutes. I actually use an app for my phone called brain.fm, and it plays music in an earbud, connects to both sides of your ears, balances brain waves. It's super nerdy and cool. I don't know how it all works completely. I think they call it binaural audio waves. But what it does is it calms everything down. Your brain's moving so fast. Whether you're someone who has an extroverted or introvert, your brain is just firing so quickly that you need to stop sometimes and just find a way to channel it. Rest. Give yourself a break. And so that's what meditation will do. So a couple things. How do you channel success? How do you create your own personal formula for inspiration? Well, one, you need mentors. You need to have stories of people who've already been there that you can emulate, and you need to take a time to rest. You need a time for meditation, because if you never clear that negative trash out of your mind, you don't have room for inspiration in the first place. Very important.